and hello the internet and everybody who's following, and hello to my subscriber. You're looking well this morning. Anyway, I'm here and I've left Tafraoute. I'm heading northwest and I've just stopped so I can do this little bit of video. And look at this. Oh, beautiful. Just lovely little valley behind me. And you know, the strangest thing is there's no one around for miles. And it's a strange feeling, isn't it, when you go somewhere and you just know there's just nobody around for miles and miles. And it's a strange feeling, a spooky feeling, but it's a nice feeling as well, isn't it? Anyway, just left Tafraoute this morning. And Tafraoute, what a lovely little town it is. It's just beautiful. Typically Moroccan, I suppose. Lots of trees and lots of shops. Everyone was so nice. And I did fancy staying there a few more days, really, but I'll tell you, because we're quite high, we're about 1,200 meters. It's really cold overnight. So I'm heading down to the coast. Now, this morning, I thought I'm going to head into Ouarzazate, which is further east. I've been there before, next to a lake, and but I thought, no, I'm going to head towards the coast where it's a bit warmer. Now, heading to the coast does two things really. A, it means it's a bit warmer than it is. Well, it's really warm now, but overnight, because we're so high, it's quite cold. So going to the coast, it's a bit warmer in the overnight. Also, I can track down my motor oil, so I can get my oil change done. I can do my oil change and oil filter change, and I think I'll change my air filter as well, and my fuel filter. Might as well do the whole lot while I'm at it. So going to Agadir, it's funny, when I say Agadir, the word Agadoo pops through my mind. If you're British, you'll know what Agadoo do push pineapple. Anyway, if you're from Britain, you'll know what Agadoo means. If you're from a different country, maybe you should Google Agadoo. But I always get Agadoo and Agadir mixed up, but it makes me giggle really. But yeah, so I'm going to go to Agadir. Now, I may get a campsite, but all the campsites, there's a couple of campsites, and they're really quite expensive. So I may actually get somewhere to stay, a room for a few nights, a little bit of comfort. But if the price of the rooms works out the same as the price of a campsite, then I'm going to get a room, no problem at all. A little bit of comfort, but we'll see anyway. But the bike's doing well, everything's doing well really. And I was really a bit sad to leave Tafraoute because it is a really nice town, a really pleasant campsite. I ate there last night. I had chicken tagine. It was absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it only cost 70 dirhams as well, which was, what's that, about £8, something like that. And it was really, really nice. But I went to bed last night with a full belly. I was really at peace with the world. Anyway, that's me. I'm here. I'm on the road again. I'm heading northwest to Agadir, or to Agadoo, and I'm going to spend a few days there, have a walk around, get the oil change done, chill out before I start heading. Maybe I may do Marrakesh, or I may go over to the west. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. It had to be done. And hello the internet and everybody who's following me, and hello to my subscriber. I hope you're keeping warm in all this snow and frost and mist and rain and drizzle. And anyway, I hope you're keeping warm. Anyway, I'm here. I'm in Agadir. I'm in Agadir. I know I keep calling it Agadir. I'm in Agadir, and that was an easy ride, an absolutely easy ride. It was about 100 miles, 105 miles, something like that. Tafraoute was lovely. I really wanted to stay there a few days. It was a really pretty, lovely, chilled out town. Everyone was so nice. The campsite was lovely. Great toilets and showers, and it was really cheap as well, and the food was superb. The town was lovely, and there was so much to see in the outlying areas, but at night time it was cold. I didn't think that one through because we were so elevated. It was quite cold at the night time, and although I would have liked to have stayed a few more days, I really had to make it towards the coast because it was a little bit uncomfortable at night time. But when you've got to wear all your full thermals and a jacket as well in your sleeping bag, you think, well, it's a bit cold. And anyway, so that was it. So I left, or I tried to leave, and I was just about to leave, and there was a British couple arrived, so I had a chat and catching up. And just like me, they had been down to Ghana, sorry, not Ghana, Guinea, and all because of the fuel problem. They decided to come north again, just like me. So they were just killing time in Morocco. And I just said goodbye to them. Then a German chap come over to talk about bikes, and then another German chap come over to talk about bikes. And I finally got going about 12, but it's not a problem. But I started making my way sort of in a northeasterly direction, sort of northeast and then northwest to take me. You had to cut over some mountains and start heading over towards Agadir. The scenery changed so much because when I left Tafraoute, it's a strange place because all around that area, it's like a giant had picked up loads of pebbles and just dropped them in little piles. Completely amazing mountains and scenery. And then you started leaving there and you started heading over the mountains. The scenery was absolutely stunning with all the big passes and the big valleys and all the winding roads. The first 10 miles or so was okay, but then I got a good 10 miles, which is lots and lots of bendy bits. Um, but the scenery is absolutely stunning. Morocco, what a fabulous place. And you start heading inland away from the coast as such. It's so beautiful. And within sort of like 20 miles, the landscape can change so dramatically. Utterly amazing, utterly amazing. Such a beautiful place to come and visit. Anyway, I started going over the mountains, had some good fun on the roads, went through lots of little villages, and then eventually I left the mountains. I started coming down to the flatlands on the approach to Agadir, to Agadir, and as you start getting towards Agadir, it starts to build up. Lots of fruit farms, the fruit basket of the world, really. I think they grow fruit 365 days of the year here. I noticed that in northern Morocco, lots and lots of areas just devoted to growing fruit, and that was the same on the outskirts of Agadir as well. Finally got into Agadir, and beautiful. I think, if memory serves right, about 20 years ago, they had a big earthquake here, and basically they rebuilt the city. And it's a big, wide open city with lots of big boulevards and roads, lots and lots of new buildings, big structures. Um, it's strange because it's got a Western feel to it because of the nature and the architecture of the buildings, but there's still that Arab feel to it, which is strange. It's hard to comprehend, really. But and on the way in, I spotted a McDonald's, and the bike just leaned in as I was on the approach, so I had to stop and had a Fat Boy burger and a vanilla milkshake, and it was so good. I went back and bought a second milkshake. Oh, that was a delight. But left there, and then I found my way to the hotel. Now, when I knew I was coming here, I looked at campsites, and there was two campsites to the south of Agadir, well, about 15-20 kilometres to the south, and they were reasonably priced, good write up. So I thought, yeah, sounds interesting. But each time I come into Agadir, it meant having a journey, 15-20 kilometres or so. But and I thought, well, if I've got problems, I need to be in Agadir really when I do my mechanical bits. And I looked to the north, and there was a campsite to the north of Agadir, and that was like £12 a night. I looked on Booking.com, and for about £15 a night, you can find a room in Agadir. So I thought, there's no contest really. So that's what I did. And it's like a hotel, but they've got these service apartments attached to it, and there's ensuite. It's got a little kitchenette, and it's got a bed, and it's got a little terrace as well. And look at this, it's beautiful. Lovely, isn't it? Nice little garden, and it's nice and peaceful. It's beautiful, and so there was no contest. I mean, I could camp or I could have a nice comfy bed every time. So when I got here, I tried to get the bike around the back of the hotel and through the gate, but it wouldn't fit through the gate. The handlebars were just a bit too wide, and the wall was a bit too deep, so I couldn't do a little bit of a shuffle. So I've left the bike outside, and the man on reception said, take everything off. So I had to take everything off. That's no problem. That's no problem. So my biggest priorities while I'm here now is to do a oil change and an oil filter change. Also, I want to change the final drive chain. I've been carrying this big heavy chain around North Africa now for 3 months. The chain on the bike it's on its last legs, so I may as well change it. And that's what I'll do. I've got an air filter to change and also a fuel filter, but I'm going to wait until I get to Spain before I change them because it's still a bit dusty in this part of the world. So once I get over to Spain, that's when I'll do the air filter and the petrol filter. But no, so my big priorities now is tomorrow morning go out and get some oil, and then find a quiet place outside the hotel. There's a big quiet place just from the side of the hotel, so I'll do it there on the street. I need to get some water bottles to catch the dirty oil, but I'll sort that out. And then do those changes. And then once I've got those out of the way, I'm going to do a little bit of R&R, and I'm going to do some touristy things, have a look at Agadir. I need to buy a couple of warm fleece to go under my jacket when I start riding further north. So I'll probably visit Decathlon to do that. But Agadir is lovely. It really is a nice city, a big city, a very vibrant city. When I got into Agadir, let's say the driving is enthusiastic. It's a very enthusiastic style of driving, which I enjoy, which was quite enjoyable. So yeah, so I'm going to enjoy the next couple of days here. And where am I going to go after this? I honestly don't know. I want to go to Marrakesh, but before I do that, I'm going to head north first along the coast, and then I'm going to cut into Marrakesh, and then I go up to Casablanca, and then I want to go to Fez, and there's some other places in the centre of Morocco that I want to visit as well. So slowly but surely I'm going to start making my way north. I'm delaying the inevitable, which is to return back to the Europe, which is in the grip of cold at the moment. So I'm just delaying the inevitable. I'm going to be here for about maybe another 2 or 3 weeks, I think, and then maybe early February, that's when I'll cross over, sometime in February. But for the moment, I'm just enjoying myself. So for everybody out there looking for the videos, unfortunately, there's going to be longer gaps between the videos now, because every time I go somewhere new, I'm going to spend a few days, and there will be videos when I go to new places. I'll definitely do a video. But other than that, I'm just taking my time. I'm going to spend a few days at each place. So unfortunately there'll be fewer and fewer videos, but there will still be videos. Every time I make a step, I'll make a new video. So there we go. That's me in my little apartment. Got a comfy bed there and a shower, and I've had a shower and it's lovely, nice and hot. So I'm also going to get some laundry done as well, and I have sort of 2 bags inside my main bag, one for clean stuff and one for dirty stuff. But even when you clean stuff, when you keep it all sealed in a bag, it still tends to smell after a couple of weeks on the road. So I'm going to try and go through all my clothes, get them all freshly washed, and yeah. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Thanks for all the messages and the thumbs ups. And I'm here in Agadir, having a good time. And I'm going to get some jobs out of the way, and then I'll be on the road again. So I won't be on the road again for a few days, but I'm definitely heading north. So I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for everything. Bye bye for now.